Hello, hello, hello. Today is Tuesday. I don't know, July something. Tuesday. What is today? Y'all help me out. Is it the 14th for real? I think it is. I hope you guys have had a good week and have enjoyed the nice hot weather and the sun. How is everybody doing? I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to hop on before we really get going with today's episode. When you jump on, wave or say hi. Let me know that you're watching. If you have any questions, feel free. Or if you want something, you want something to ask, if you have something to ask or something to comment about, maybe on a previous thing or something you've been wondering about and you want to make a comment, please do so. I'd like this to be interactive. So let me know when you jump on. It's right at 12 o'clock. I'll give another minute. How's everybody doing? How many people, once you jump on, or maybe if you're gonna watch this after it's been recorded, how many times have you heard, or if you ask, say, how's the market doing? And someone says, oh, the market's hot, or hey, it's a seller's market. What does that really mean? That's what we're gonna talk about today. What does it mean when they say the market is hot? And I've got a few statistics to share with you guys too as we move along. All right. So it is now 12:01. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully we'll get some more people to jump on. So what does it mean when someone says the market is hot? I went ahead and, I know what I view it as. So when I say the market is hot, it means that we've got lots and lots of activity going on. And if you're a potential seller, we are able to get your house sold extremely quick for the most amount of money. And buyers, at this point, it's really hard to find what you're wanting because everything's going so fast. So if you're not a really strong buyer and you don't all have your ducks in a row and your pre-approval done and everything, you're going to miss out because there's multiple contracts. I've had 7 contracts for a seller to go through that came in on a property within 24 hours. And this was just a couple months ago. So make sure you're a really, really strong buyer and make sure that your agent, your real estate agent, is helping you prepare to be that. So one of the first questions I would advise you ask your realtor is, how do I be a strong buyer so that we win these bidding wars? But for the purpose of today, what is a hot market? Some have said that it's an extremely competitive market, which it is. It's extremely competitive market and is advantageous to the seller. Sometimes homes are going to will sell as soon as they're listed, or even sometimes before they're listed. So a lot of us agents, when we know something's coming on the market, we're already talking to our other agent friends and our other connections and other brokerages. And hey, I've got one coming up. Who do you know? So oftentimes before we even get it listed on the MLS, we've already got a potential buyer. Typically during a hot market, multiple offers are going to be made on each home, and more often than not, the homes are going to sell for more than asking price. So say you're a buyer and you're like, well, I don't want to, the market's already expensive, so I don't want to pay more. And the one thing that you have on your side, if you're a buyer and you end up offering more, is a thing called an appraisal rider. Regardless of whatever the purchase price on that contract is, if it doesn't appraise, then your lender will not lend you that full amount. So they'll only lend you up to the amount of the appraisal. So at that point, if you send in an appraisal writer with your contract, with your purchase offer, and the seller signs off on it, they're agreeing that they're going to renegotiate the purchase price. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to reduce the purchase price to the amount of the appraisal. And you can choose, but that is a contingency. So you can choose to walk away from that deal and then they go back on the market. Regardless, they're going to have to likely reduce their purchase price to that appraisal amount in order to be able to get another contract, unless you or someone else, if you decide to stay in the contract, or if someone else, they go back on the market and someone else comes in, if they come up with the extra cash, the difference between what the appraisal came in at and the purchase price, so say it was a $10,000 difference, if that buyer can come up with that $10,000 cash to pay at close, they're going to sit and be able to purchase it. The lender will still lend them the money. They're just going to lend them up to the appraisal amount. So what we do know about the real estate market is that it moves in cycles. And that's due to the desire for economic profits, like new construction, which in order to meet that demand. New construction's really hot right now because there is very little, and we'll go over statistics here in a second, but there is so little inventory on the market that it's easier for people to go and buy new construction or even build their own home if they can't find an inventory home than it is to find a pre-existing home and to get into a bidding war. So new construction has been very, very busy. And back a year ago, new construction, you could build a house in 4 months. Now we're getting close to the 6-month mark because they've got so much going up, so many buyers. So I'm going to show you this this is from the Mueller Real Estate Finance from 1995. Things haven't changed in real estate as far as how the cycles go. The cycle goes like this. It's a roller coaster. So this is gives you an example. It's backwards, but this is how the market goes. You start down here, you work your way up, you're up, 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 and you stay up for a while, which is where we are now. And eventually, as we start getting more people to list their properties and we start getting a higher inventory, it's going to start to go down again, and they're going to have more listings than we do have buyers, and that's when your prices start to go down. And it also has to do with the stock market. What the stock market does has a lot to do with purchase prices. So let me see. Peak new construction tends to occur past peak demand, which ultimately leads to temporary oversupply and lower prices. That's kind of what I was talking about when the stock market. But this bust phase usually lasts between 1 and 3 years before a price floor is found. We're not quite there yet. I don't see that happening. I mean, I don't have a magic ball, so, I don't know for sure, but based on the way that real estate cycles are, we are at that top and we're just going to go down from there. But we're still staying steady. We're kind of, right up here looking up before we go down that hill. And it's not going to go down, unless we have a market crash again, but it's not going to go down like this very fast. It'll slowly start teetering down. So let's talk statistics. All right, so I pulled up some market statistics, and I'm going to go from the past year, since kind of last year we were really getting hot as well. But now, even with COVID-19, we still have a really hot market. For instance, the average sale price in, I'm going to say St. Charles County because that's where I am right now. Although I'm going to give you 4 different counties because those are my main counties that I work with. I do work up to about 60 miles or an hour away from St. Charles County. So if you or someone that is outside of one of these 4 counties, that's okay. Still reach out to me. And if it's farther than what I personally like to go, I have plenty of real estate agents that can still help your people that I can refer to, that I trust and know that is going to do just as good as I am. So anyway, for St. Charles County, in the past year, sales prices have gone up 3%. 3%, y'all. So our average sale price right now is $257.5 in St. Charles County. There's a little bit less, there's a little bit more, but in the 250, 260 range, that's our average right now. And that was from June 2020. We're in July, so I really don't have those statistics clearly yet, but I can get those for you next month. Another thing, shows to pending. So once you list the property, how many showings are there till it becomes pending, meaning it's already under contract, contingencies have been resolved, now we're just waiting to close. It's up 33.3% in St. Charles County. How many months of supply? Months of supply is down 20.8% from last year. Y'all, that's huge. That means, so for right now, our average in St. Charles County, our average months of supply is 1.9. So in a healthy market, you want a good 6 months worth of supply. And right now, we have, if we had no more from the end of June, if we would have had 0 more showings or 0 more listings than what was currently there would only be 1.9 homes available to purchase. So buyers out there looking, you're on average only, there's a lot to look at, but on average, if every single buyer that currently is looking to buy wanted to buy a house, there's only 1.9. Okay, so let's just say 2. But, there's 2 houses, so that number, we need to go up, not only to reduce the sales prices, sorry sellers, but also so more people can get into the homes and not have all these bidding wars. And interest rates are great, which is, I think, why we have so many buyers. And, people are starting to get more jobs. And I know some people are still on unemployment because of COVID-19, but a lot of them people are making more money than when they are actually at work. So, economy is doing good. The percentage of list price to sale price on average is 100%. So as long as you're listing your house within the market value range, you're selling it at or over list price. So listen to your real estate agent. They know what the market is. The numbers don't lie. What you think it's worth may not be what it's worth, whether it be in your advantage or to a disadvantage. Days on market, there really hasn't been much of a change from last year. We're still averaging days on market about 29 days. And that's like from contract to close. Closed sales are up 5.6%, so that's good. More people are still selling their homes, and they're not getting to the end and not being able to qualify. And I think that's due to, talk to your lender, but from the lenders that I've talked to, I think that's due to the more rules that they've put in place since COVID-19. They're being a lot more particular about how they're qualifying people. So that's helping us as real estate agents and for sellers to make sure that these buyers are closing, and they're closing on time and not being able to not qualify financially. So let's talk some more numbers. Months of supply. So I just said St. Charles County. Lincoln County is down 23.3% from last year. St. Louis City and County is down 18.8%. Jefferson County is 26.5%. So that's months of supply, percentage-wise from last year, which just shows why, prices are higher this year than they were last year because of this supply and demand. So putting that into perspective, besides just percentage, so Lincoln County, they have 2.3 months worth of supply, or 2.3 units of supply. St. Charles County, again, 1.9. St. Louis City and County, 2.6. Jefferson County, 2.5. So our supply is really down. We need at least 6 months worth of supply to be a healthy market, and we're just not there. So should you know anybody that is even thinking about trying to sell, or they just want a market analysis, they want to see how much their house might be worth, reach out to me. Let me know. It doesn't cost me anything, and it only takes a little bit of time for me to pull up some neighborhood values on what has sold, and where, based on the type of home and the comparables and stuff, to be able to give you a good idea of what kind of equity you might be in. Let's go to sale price. So I said already, St. Charles County average sale price is $257,500. Lincoln County is $195,000. St. Louis and these are all June statistics, by the way, guys. St. Louis City and County is $187,500, and then Jefferson County is $205,000. Let's see, new listings. So new listings, those are some good numbers. I hadn't looked at those until just now. We got Lincoln County at 132 listings, and this is over a year. St. Charles County is 893. St. Louis County is 540, and Jefferson County is 404, and that's within the last year. How many listings? So if you want to compare that really from June of last year, let's see. June of last year, St. Charles County had 818 compared to 893 now. Lincoln County was 104 compared to the 132. St. Louis City County, 530 compared to 540, so not big of a jump there. And then Jefferson County went from 397 to 404. So really the numbers aren't horrible, but Lincoln County had a huge jump in percentage, 26.9%. Let's talk about days on market. So days on market is down, you guys. That's really good. The least amount of time your house is on the market, the better off it is. Lincoln County their days on market is down from last year, 13.3%. St. Charles County hasn't really changed. We're pretty much the same as we were last year, 0%. St. Louis City and County is down 14.3%, and Jefferson County is 14%. Closed sales, homes for sale. All right. Right now, as of the end of June, this past June, homes for sale compared to last year, y'all, those numbers kind of suck. So Lincoln County is down 18.3%. St. Charles County is down 25.1%. St. Louis City and County is 23.9% down. Jefferson County is down 25.6% from last year. We're talking about real numbers here. Lincoln County has homes for sale as of June, had 179. St. Charles County, 1124. So, hey, everybody's coming out to St. Charles County, so come join me out here. We like St. Charles County. Everybody's trying to get out of the city, apparently. St. Louis City and County, there was 813, and Jefferson County was 757. And those are just listed homes that were for sale. These numbers do not include for sale by owners, by the way. These are just what has been listed on the MLS. So the MLS stands for Multiple Listing System, and that's what all of us real estate agents use to market your home. It's if you hear them say anything about Maris or MLS, that's what we're talking about. So all that being said, just wanted to give you guys some statistics and let you know I'm here for you. As always, I do free market analysis and free seller and buyer consultations. just go on to my business page, which you're on now, or if you're watching this video later on, I will put it in my business page in the comments. But go on there and schedule an appointment with me. There's a scheduling button there, and you can look and see what I have available and go ahead and schedule that. I can do it over the phone. I can do it one-on-one. We can meet at a coffee shop. We can have lunch, dinner, whatever works for you. You just let me know, and make a little note when you make the appointment, and we'll get you going. These consultations are no obligation to hire me for anything. It's just your way of asking questions without being forced into signing a contract. I won't bring any kind of contractual paperwork. I'll just be there to answer questions, and if you choose to move forward, then at that point we'll talk about what it takes to hire me. Buyers, I don't ever charge a buyer's fee, so you don't ever have to worry about me charging you anything in order to purchase a home. There are some stipulations to that. Let me take that back. I'm not going to lie. There are some home builders, like new custom home builders, that will not pay a buyer's agent fee. They'll roll it into your contracted purchase agreement for the home that you're going to have done. So essentially you're still paying for it. It's just part of your purchase. Or if you choose to do it on the other end, we can negotiate a price at that point as well. Typically for something like that, it's about 2.7 to 3%-ish. Again, all commissions are negotiable. But if you do decide to do new construction with a custom builder, just know that there might be a fee associated if you want me to represent you for that, because they will not pay that. Same thing with for sale by owners. I can request that they pay me a finder's fee, basically a buyer's fee. Not all of them will. Most of them are. Most of them do. But if not, and you still want me to represent you in order to help with negotiating and contracts and stuff like that, then I'd be happy to do that, and we'll discuss that fee if the seller won't pay it. Like I said, all commissions are negotiable. Sellers, same thing. I'm very competitive with my pricing. My goal is to net you the most that you can and to get you where you need to be financially in order to get your home sold and to get into your next home. So I have to get something for my work, so I'm not going to do it for free, but I am willing to negotiate, and I feel like I've been pretty good at coming to a good number with everybody who has used me. Check out my reviews. I think I do very well, and I think my main goal, my main purpose is to make you happy, to get you where you need to be, and to advise you the best of my ability. And if I don't know the answer to something, I make sure that I find that answer and get it to you as soon as possible. I'm not afraid to say I don't know, but I will work my butt off in order to get answers for you. So, without further ado, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Let me know if I can help you. Set an appointment, even if it's just a phone call for 15 minutes, or maybe you need 30 minutes to an hour because you have a lot of questions. Just let me know how I can help. And until then, I'll see you next week at 12 o'clock. Bye-bye.